Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Radiant Tale. I had to turn the music down a little bit. I don't know if it made any difference, but if I turn it down, I think one more, then there's no music. But it's very loud. It's good though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of fun and I'm here for it, but I don't want it to be like, I am very loud, but I don't want to be like, oh, I'm making a whisper sound and then you can't hear me. So, hopefully this is a little bit better, but there's not much we can do aside from turning it off completely. Like, it is just like, she wants to be heard, guys. Like, and like, there's like nothing. And it's like this, and then it goes, da-da, 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 and then it's just like, when it kicks in, it kicks in. You know what I mean? But anyway. So, we met Vilio, and now we're gonna go find, I'm assuming, the rest of the troupe. Yay! So, okay, so what kind of people are we looking for? So there's Zephora, who has a sharp tongue, Pashalia, who looks like water, and Ion, who's super strong. That's not a lot to work with. You've practically only given us their names. Do you guys even know each other? We do. I also have to tell Ginia. He's an aristocrat who stands out like a beacon. Oh my god, doesn't he ever? He's gorgeous. Aristocrat. King Arthur's subjects who made contributions to Eshelita's prosperity were granted special privileges, and over time, people began calling them nobles and aristocrats. Even in the modern day, many aristocrats participate in the world of politics, and Ginia is one of them. Really. Really. Because he looks like a circus fucking magician. He's the ringmaster of this circus, and I'm here for it. He can ringmaster my circus. I can't date him until the fan disc, and it's like, it's just a crime. They made a side character. Look, every once in a while you fall in love with a side character. Oliver and Pio I'm looking at you. Okay. Like that. Like, Gilbert, great, you're not, but I'm here for Oliver, alright? But that's because they made him charming and adorable. But, like, Ginia is so goddamn gorgeous, it's like, you made him love interest quality, and then we're like, just put him on the, what the, that's wrong. That's wrong. Wrong. Anyway. The aristocrat, Ginia. Wait, that Ginia? Yeah, I think he's probably referring to the Ginia everyone gossips about. In Arthur, Ginia was the flashiest and most conspicuous aristocrat around. I mean, have you seen him? I'd only seen him from afar, but I was willing to bet that he was one of a kind. Ginia said he'd be at the castle. Okay. Well, for now, since we have no clues about the first three other than their names, off to the castle we go. Let's head over while we deliver the chloris that Spiria sent with us. Sounds like a plan. Vilio, is that alright with you? Yep. Ooh, we get to do a map! Oh yeah, actually the common, okay, yeah, the choices in the common route are maps. Ginia is waiting at, I'm looking at the thing on the left. The castle. Hey, wait. Oh, so you can only go around like this. Oh, well, I guess we can't really choose. This is the only option we have. Okay. It's true, because I was like, how would you scroll around? I guess you would, do your mouse things, but the only thing we have is the castle. Okay. Well, that's not as fun. Ooh. A magnificent castle stood in front of the plaza at the heart of Arthur City. It was the residence of the royal family, but it was also significant to the inhabitants of Arthur. We would come to register our marriages and residences. We could even come to resolve everyday troubles. Though, really, I think most people come here to deliver chloris. We headed toward the end of the line at the counter and waited our turn. Is everyone here to hand in chloris? I don't think everyone is, but from the look of it, most people are. About what? Well, I've been collecting chloris for ages. How much longer will this last? Chloris collection. The nectar of chloris is said to be an effective treatment for the prince whose heart has been frozen, and the government has requested that everyone in the country donate chloris whenever possible. That's tragic and sad, and I'm sure that's going to play into the story. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to pronounce his name. Colivius? Colivius? Colivis. Colivis. Colivus? Colivis? There's a lot of there's too many vowels. Anyway. Yeah, I hope Prince Colivis, I'm gonna go with Colivis, recovers as soon as possible. Colivis! I'm assuming that's supposed to be the first. Or that's part one. Ah, that's what it is. Okay. A prince of Eshelita and the only heir to the throne. In age, he's supposed to be 17, but due to the spell he cast on himself, he retains the appearance of a child. His heart is frozen and expresses little emotion, almost like a living doll. Cast it on himself. Curious. Prince with the frozen heart. That was what we all called Prince Colivis, or Colivus. Colivus? Colivus sounds better than Colivis, so we're going to go with Colivus, if I can manage to say that right. 10 years ago, when he was only 7, he went on a fiend raid for the first time. You did this? He was a baby! The fiend was stronger than expected. The public safety forces fought fiercely, but the fiend broke free and went for the prince. He cast a spell to protect himself. Oh. As a result, the prince came out unharmed, but the spell had side effects that had frozen his heart and his body's internal clock. Fiend! A creature like no other, born from the negative feelings of living things. They're infamously dangerous and hostile toward others. The larger they are, the greater their strength. Whatever their size, however, they are of lesser intelligence and cannot speak. Security Forces. The Public Security Forces are an organization founded in the castle with the job of upholding the peace in Eshelita. Their job description spans across a variety of fields: criminal investigation, patrolling the streets, as well as subjugating fiends. Their headquarters is in Ferris, and the officers undergo their training there. There are outposts in many other areas around the country. Magic! A phenomenon caused by channeling mana. Spirits, babies, and humans who've made a contract with the spirit are the only ones who can use magic. What, no illusionists? I mean, I guess it's technically not real magic. Shh! Yes, it is. The 4 magic elements are fire, wind, water, and earth. Spirits and babies can only use one element, while humans can only use the element of their contracted spirit. The royal family receives divine protection from the 4 great spirits, so they alone can use all the elements of magic without contracts. He was supposed to turn 17 this year, but he hadn't grown even 1 inch in a decade. Even worse, he lost his emotions and he couldn't talk or even move on his own. Prince, what were we saying? Colivis? Colivus? Colivus. Colivus? Yeah, Colivus sounds, it flows nicer. It still sounds like a medication, like, take Colivus. Ask your doctor about, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's a freaking, like, erectile dysfunction medication or something. Like, it's just like, or like, I need to take this because, you know, my arteries are clogged. Like, it sounds like an old people pill, okay? Like, anyway. Prince Colivus. Colivus? Yeah, Colivus. Colivus? Colivus? Colivus. Which one sounds better now? They both sound stupid. I don't know. Was born with an impressive mana pool, and everyone had high hopes for his future. These events caused great sadness in the king and people both, and researchers had worked tirelessly to find some solutions. Then, after an entire 7 years of testing, they discovered that chloris were a possible treatment for the prince. Ever since then, the king had been gathering blooming chloris for his son with the aid of the entire country. We were told that ingesting the nectar of the chloris would have some effect on the prince. In truth, we didn't know much. Oh, sounds sus. Next, please! Please accept these. Ah, you're from Liber, correct? Thank you for always being so generous. It's nothing. I'm only doing what's normal for a citizen of Arthir. By the way, I got business with a guy called Ginia. I just summoned him here. Lord Ginia? Tell him that Vilio's calling for him. He'll know what that means. It means that Vilio's calling for him. Everybody else knows what that means, too. Understood. Lord Vilio, was it? I'm not a lord, but like, whatevs. Anyway, we waited a while after that before a rather ostentatious person walked out of the castle. I can't wait. Like, fucking look at this beautiful bastard! I have a hair in The Sims that looks just like this. It'd be perfect. Look at the look on his mouth. Look, what is with his mouth? Like all pouty and weird.
You took forever, Vilio. I hope you managed to actually find an inn.
Wow, it's as flashy as always. Gorgeous. His mannerisms and speech were rather unique for a man, but nothing could beat his looks. That's why he's got the flirty whore voice. This was Ginia, and I could honestly see how he'd earned his fame through gossip. I did, Ginia. I picked this place called Lieber.
Lieber?
Yeah, Spacey and Radio over here work there. They're really nice people and help me out a lot. It's an honor to meet you. I'm a staff member at Lieber, or Liber, whatever I keep calling it. I don't know. It's gonna go back and forth, guys. Whatever.
This guy's apparently staying with us, so we came to see what's up. Nice meeting you. And thanks for going out of your way. Lieber, huh?
After hearing that name, Ginia seemed to mull something over as he stared me down. I mean, why would we not be allowed to date him? He's like the perfect... Okay, listen, just hear me out. There's a lot of people who are like, why don't we have female romance options? I don't want female romance options. But a man that's got the makeup skills of a guy... Like, look at it, like... I'm pretty sure if you showed him to people, would be like, yeah, no, she's kind of hot. Yeah. That's what... Okay, perfect. Give me this. Why can't I date that? Come on. And then later you put him in a top hat. Sold. The only thing better is if this bitch had like a monocle or glasses or something. But like the top hat works too. Just saying. It's like the circus magician thing. That's my vibe, man. It's really hard to stay calm when a person like him is looking at me like that. I know, right? And the game won't let me date him. Rude! It's a crime! Seriously, look, why is he so gorgeous? He's so beautiful. I'm jealous. You know what? That's why they won't let us date him. He's too pretty for us.
Okay, got it. Now go ahead and stay there tonight. I'll come have dinner with everyone. Would you gather the others? I'll head over later, so I'm counting on you.
Sure. After Ginia made the request, he immediately went back inside the castle. Phew, that was nerve-wracking.
It's not like you get to talk to nobles every day. You can't help it.
So Ginia really is someone respectable, huh? He says that, but Ginia's attitude wasn't respectable at all in my eyes.
So we gotta find the remaining 3.
Yeah, they're probably still looking for an inn, so I need to go and tell them. Let's see. Person with a sharp tongue, a water-like person, and a strong person. Can we really find them with this little information?
Let's wander around the areas with inns in Badger Vilio for more details while we're at it.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan. Well, at least our chinchilla has a good ideas. I have to turn down my volume. Hold on. Because my computer volume, no matter what I do, is like, nope, it was going to be at 50. And it's like, and then it went up to 53. Bitch, will you just stay down lower? Because I don't... Anyway. Map. Oh, now we can move. Oh, there we go. Woo, cheers. Visit Cheers, where everybody knows my name. Alley. Explore the alley. Plaza. Explore the plaza. Main streets. Explore the main streets. We go to the alley first. I'm going with the guide. I guess it doesn't matter, but... It's pretty quiet around here.
Only people in the know come to this back street. There are a few small, cheap taverns.
Some experienced travelers avoid the inns on the main street and deliberately come here. Many customers at Lieber are like that too. Huh, you learn something new every day. Ah! I see him! Filio suddenly yelled and began running. Filio, wait up!
That so-called dragon needs a leash,
says the chinchilla. The chinchilla dog. We hastily chased him. Hey, Zephora! Oh my god, my boyfriend. He finally stopped.
Yeah. What does that guy need all that speed for?
Hey! Can you hear me, Zephora? Ilio waved his arms as he shouted, and I looked in the direction he was facing. The little transition things are so cute. I like them. Ugh. He's like lovely, but way too see him in his clown costume. Anyway. So, okay, there's whoever a client is. Who might he be? Oh. He's like awkward. See, he kind of since he's the tsundere, he's gonna have to have that little like kind of bitch voice. We're gonna have to adjust it as we go and kind of work into it because we don't have that many voices and like you think I'd adapt more, but like we don't have anyway. I have no clue. It seems that he might have mistaken me for acquaintance of his. Can you hear me, Zephora? My apologies. I'll head over to clear up the misunderstanding, so let's end it here. Okay, see you again sometime. The intel I buy from you is always impressively precise. I'm optimistic for our future deals as well. Oh! He's an information dealing clown! Literally a clown. Vilio had been calling out to a live man clad in navy blue. Is that the sharp-tongued Zephora? The man continued to ignore Vilio, but once he ended his conversation with the other party, he finally turned around. So angry, I love it. Did the backwater country you grew up in never teach you how to read social cues, lizard brain? If you noticed me immediately, I wouldn't have needed to yell that many times, Zephora. I wanted to tell you I found a place for the night, so I was looking for you. Well, thank you for going out of your way. Seems that even a lizard has enough brains to serve as an errand boy. Next, I recommend you hammer the smallest amount of manners into your head and learn not to interrupt people when people are talking. Though he was courteous, every single word was sharp as a thorn. That doesn't sound courteous. No wonder Vilio said he's sharp-tongued. Vilio must have been used to this prickly attitude, however, because he prattled on nonchalantly. The prickly attitude gets me, though. You know what I mean? You know? I kind of like, are you going to pin me against a wall and call me an idiot? Because then I'm good with that. That's what I like. Again, glasses, always number one love interest. We don't have any of those. Top hats help. And pin me against a wall and be a dick to me. I mean, I'm simple. Do you know the tavern, Lieber? Those two are employees there, actually. Lieber? Is that what we're calling it this time? Look, it's going to change every time, whatever. Are you implying that you scoured the city while their staff babysat you? Seriously? I didn't know babies could be this big. They help me out because I don't know my way around. They're considerate, unlike you. Good for standing up for yourself, lizard brain. Or sweet, innocent idiot. Good for you, himbo. He's a little too pretty to be a himbo, but he's like the closest he's the closest we got, so. That was when Zephora shifted his eyes to look at us. Like the pose and the pretty face. Wait till he's got his... I gotta be honest, he's pretty here, but like with the clown shit on, that's where it gets hot. And it's like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Feeling a little pressured by his frosty gaze, I gave him a small nod. Ginny is still, I think, my number one, but he's not a love interest. But when you see Ginnia in his full-on costume, it's like, God damn it, how dare you? How dare you be so hot in a hat like that? And then him with his goofy clown outfit. And it's funny because he's the prickly bitch, but he's the clown. Clowns shouldn't be prickly bitches. You'd think Vilio would make the perfect clown because he's goofy and kind of stupid. Anyway. Feeling a little pressured by his frosty gaze, I gave him a small nod. He's the antithesis to the friendly Vilio. When I reported back to Ginny, he told me that we're having dinner as a group, so we should all assemble at Lieber. The sound of that's extremely off-putting, but I can't go against the leader's decree. Leader's decree. Orders of the leader, Ginnia. There are times when he dishes out instructions that benefit circus's operation. They're members of a circus? I mean, we know this, but like, come on, guys, they haven't given the reveal yet, so should we be reading this? But that only happens once in a blue moon. Most only serve the interest of Ginnia, but as members of circus, the troupe is obliged to comply no matter how reluctant they are. Oh, don't look so glum. I promise we're a tavern that has great food, great booze, and the most comfortable rooms around. Booze! Beverages with alcohol! Something Rady can't go without. I love the fact that he's an alcoholic chinchilla. I know he's not a chinchilla, but like, he's like a chinchilla fox dog. Like, whatever he is, I love the fact that he's an alcoholic. Like, Jesus Christ. Or alcoholic pet that's gonna turn into a hot boy. What the shit? It's fun. Anyway. In Eshalita, humans are only allowed to consume liquor after they turn 18. Paris is famous for their beer, and Oriens is famous for their wine. Yeah, we may not be a luxury hotel, but we take pride in our food and hospitality. Brady, you're blocking Zephora's face. It's an awesome place. Make sure you come. Fine. I get it already, so hurry up and go somewhere else. You're getting in the way of my work at this point. If you don't show up, I swear I'll shout your name in the middle of the street until I find you. Don't embarrass yourself any further. And, Heber, was it? Yeah, see you there. Zephora turned on his heel and walked away at a brisk pace. Said he was working? Yeah, Zephora's an information broker. He's probably talking about that. Information broker. A line of work that involves the trade of gathered information. Due to the work involved, they're often the targets of enmity. Enmity? Oh.
Interesting. He seems like the troublesome type.
Well, let's do our best to make him feel welcome anyway. A seed of anxiety sprouted in my heart as we left the area. No, sweetie, that's not anxiety, it's anticipation and lust. Oh, wait, not until we see him in a clown costume. Anyway, the plaza, which we're on. Okay, explore the plaza. This is just picking up characters. We were already here, we should have gone here first. After that, we continued to walk around, and near the plaza, Rady tilted his head, intrigued by something.
I feel some super strong water magic. Is there a rare fae here?
No, that's probably Pashalia. Apparently has a contract with a water spirit. Spirits. Spirits. When one of the four elements, fire, wind, water, or earth, gains a will, they're called spirits. They spawn spontaneously in places around the world that have a lot of their element's mana ambiently in the environment. Not all humans can see spirits. Many children can, but with age they slowly lose this ability. If the elemental mana of a spirit depletes to a certain level, their bodies might shrink, and they could even dissipate. For this reason, small spirits mostly stay within the bounds of their territory. Unless they have a reason to, spirits don't need to show hostility toward humans. Really? This Pashalia is a spirit contractor? Amazing. Spirit contracts. When a spirit and a human agree to be a part of one another's lives, they form a strong bond called a contract. This means that only humans with the power to communicate with spirits can form contracts. When a contract is formed, the human needs to offer something in exchange. The spirit normally chooses the offering, and usually they tend to prefer items related to their own element. In return, contractors are able to use magic of that spirit's element. After a contract, the appearance of the human can change in some way, and it can be minor or major. The stronger the contract spirit, the more striking this change is. That seems kind of horrifying. What's amazing about it? Humans have to communicate with spirits to form contracts with them. I can't see spirits at all, so I just had the thought that the world must look completely different to those people. Wait, you can't see them, Spacey? Can't, and I think that's the case for most people.
Apparently, pretty much every human can see them when they're kids, but most of them lose the ability when they grow up or something like that.
Huh, I didn't know that. Well, spirits are less common in cities with big populations, but I did see a few of them on our way here. You're also a dragon, so I mean, I don't think that counts. Well, you know what I mean? You can't see spirits. I can. Yeah, you're a dragon, though. You're also magic, you know? So Vilio really does see a completely different world. I know it's a little late to be thinking this, but it's so mystifying.
Hey, I can sense the water magic from that crowd over there.
Ah, there he is. Wait a second, I'll bring him here.
Hey!
He's off. He's, well, a very straightforward guy.
Jeez, just trying to keep up with him is exhausting.
And after I chatted with Rady for a moment, he's back. With beautiful. Shali is beautiful too. Vilio returned from the crowd, another man in tow. Sorry for the wait. This guy's Pashalia. Look at how beautiful he is. I get why everyone's in love with him. I do. But there's something about the clown that gets me, and it's like a fear erection. I don't like clowns. Clowns are horrifying. I hate them. But, like, somehow anime clowns are hot, and I don't understand that. I can't do the math there, you know?
Are these two the staff you mentioned? Nice to meet you. I'm Pashalia. We'll be in your care.
He definitely has soft boy voice, you know that.
Pashalia, a gentle and naive young man. Aw, how sweet. Anyone can tell he's formed a contract with a water spirit by his beautiful blue hair that's as clear as water. However, he doesn't remember much about when it happened. His enchanting looks and talent with water magic inspired Ginia to scout him for circus.
So that's the change. The blue eyes, the blue hair, everything's blue.
I'm Rady. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm Spacey.
Wow, Billio did mention he was like water, but I didn't think that would be so accurate. Never seen such hair before, and I couldn't help being drawn to it.
I hear we have a place to stay tonight. What a relief.
Ashalius smiled, and coupled with his unique appearance, he looked otherworldly. I'd heard that a contract with a spirit changed the contractor's appearance in various ways, but first time I've seen someone who has been affected so extremely. Does that mean his contract spirit is super strong?
You really helped me out there when you came over. I was surrounded before I even knew it. Well, with those looks, yeah. Older men and women were pressing their palms together in prayer toward me for some reason. Though, well, that usually happens.
This usually happens? Michelle is kind, after all.
Well, that's not what we're talking about here. I ended up talking to them, and people just kept coming and coming. And the citizens of this town are very passionate.
I think that's also a little off base. Perhaps his appearance wasn't the only thing that was ethereal about him. Okay, with that, all that's left is finding the rest of your crew, right?
Do you have to go somewhere else still?
Yes, we do.
I'm a little tired, so I'll head to the tavern and wait for you there. Are you going alone? Won't a bunch of people crowd you in again? Yes, I'll go alone. This leaper you're talking about isn't too far away, right?
Yeah, you only have to go straight down that street, then make a left turn.
It'll be fine in that case. Don't worry. Really?
If you get lost, I'll find you again.
Counting on you if that happens, Vilio. See you later.
Please head straight forward. You'll find it immediately after turning left, okay?
Straight, then left. Make sure to remember that.
Brady and I couldn't help but feel a little worried, so we called out to him. So we have the himbo, and then we have, like, whatever the hell the pretty idiot is. He's the prettiot? Because, like, good lord. In response, Pashalia turned around with a gentle smile, before leaving without another word. I know it's rude to think this about a person I've just met, but for some reason I feel nervous for him. Brady seemed to share the same sentiment. We shared a meaningful look and a wry smile in silence. I do like the main character so far. I mean, because a lot of times the main character is always like, I'm so naive and sweet and innocent and a wallflower, and you're like, oh my god, could you get just a couple of brain cells? But, like, we seem to be on the ball with shit, you know what I mean? Like, so, anyway. Main streets. We're already at the main streets. What's the other one? Cheers. I do like how they do this where you can go any which way, so then you tell the other character to go here so that you don't have them with you. You know what I mean? So it's not a linear path. You could choose whichever option you wanted first. It's like, it's giving you the illusion of choice. This time it actually is, because it doesn't make a difference to the story. You know, you can just choose to go whichever place you wanted to go first. But they're looking for inns. The main street was the first place that came to mind, and after making that conclusion, we decided to split up in 3 directions and look around the places that offered lodging. That being said, finding someone I know nothing about seems pretty hard. Lilia was pretty optimistic about it, saying that we'd recognize them on sight, but while thinking that, I was peering into inns when there was a sudden pat on my shoulder. Yes? May I help? The eye on you. He's also beautiful. The moment I turned around... Hey. What? A man with a very large build was staring down at me. His eyes were like daggers, and I cowered. His eye. Can't say eyes plural game. He's only got one. Scary. It was so scary. Why are you glaring at me without a word? Did I offend you somehow? Though Arthur was a safe city, sometimes I would still be harassed by shady people. I was on high alert, my whole body tensed. Then he thrust out his arm and... I'm so sorry! Fearing that he was going to grab me, I ran for it. I'm going to jump out of my skin! Okay, I need to head to the meeting place right now. Wait. What? That man's following me? Why? Can we run from him? I didn't dare turn around and kept running frantically toward our meeting point. When I finally spotted the other two, I nearly burst into tears of relief. I love the fact they're going to be like, oh, you found him! Found who?
Yo, Spacey, we've been waiting for you.
Why are you in such a rush? Help! I'm being chased! What? Two immediately stood in front of me to shield me from my pursuer. However, the instant that scary man appeared... Oh, it's you, Ion! Leo. Huh? You have great timing. I was looking for you. I found a nice tavern. I see. That is good news. My jaw dropped at the two who started chatting right away, and Rady let out a long sigh.
Looks like we got a weird case of misunderstanding here, huh? You there, why were you chasing her?
Her handkerchief fell and I wanted to hand it back to her, but... Oh! Look, he looks sad! Guys! We're like, you're terrifying. And he's like, why is everyone saying that? Oh! I love it! It's so charming. I think I like everybody in this game so far. It seems that I've given you a fright. My apologies. As he spoke, Ion held out a familiar handkerchief to me. I'm so sorry for running away without thinking. You only tried to return my handkerchief. How could I be so rude? No, it's fine. It happens often. Ion's a sight to behold, after all. He's a former public security officer, apparently. Check out how buff he is. Cool, right? Ion, a soldier that was once part of the public security forces. You can describe him in 3 words. Taciturn, expressionless, and curt. Also the kind of character we like. He joined circus on the orders of his superior. That's interesting. He's polite, but his tough appearance often scares children into crying, and that's a source of anguish for him. Oh, that hurts my heart. Oh, I just want to hug him and pet. It's okay, sweetie. It'll be all right. Oh, I love it. Public security officer. So that's why...
Well, I know this sounds terrible. What if you glared at someone with that face? They'd be running away even if they weren't bad guys.
Rady, that's rude. Oh, wait, just been as rude, too. Suddenly...
Over here! Catch me if you can!
Careful! A child running while looking the other way crashed into Ion. Oh, no. Just looks angry. Are you okay?
Ah! Mommy, save me!
it's just... It's the eyebrow! Because he has a normal, like, angry, and then the kid was there, and the kid screamed, and then he just had this, like, sad eyebrow. He still has it! The sad eyebrow's killing me! Look at it, it's so adorable! I mean, it's you know what I mean? Like, I feel like... What are you gonna do? You want the big, gruff, kind of scary guy to actually have the heart of gold, and everyone's afraid of him, and it hurts his feelings. It's like, it's perfect. You know what I mean? But, like, I feel like it's tropey, but I don't even care. It's adorable. Look at his eyebrow. Killing me. He looks so sad. So cute when he's sad. This is gonna be that game where I'm like, you know what? I like it when you have a sad eye. I like it when you're sad. It turns me on. Oh dear God, Zephora, put on that clown costume and give me a fear action. This game is gonna be a train wreck. I love it. See, it really does happen pretty often. Ion looks super strong after all. I was actually in awe that Vilio could make such a statement in this awkward atmosphere. Ion, let me introduce you to these two. Oh, introduce these two to you, sorry. They're from Liber, the inn we're staying at. Was it Liber or Liber? Whatever. Yeah, I'm Righty. Nice to meet you. I'm Spacey. Please allow me to apologize once again. Have a nice rest at our inn today. I shall. I'm pleased to be in your care. Ion nodded without a single change on his face before he turned to Vilio. Have you finished informing the others? Yep. All that's left is an errand with these two before I head back. Understood. In that case, I shall head over to the inn first. Huh, really? Okay, see you later then, Ion. But it's weird, because then he says I've informed the others, but if you went to the other place, you went here before those other places, and that would have happened. So, like, what I was saying, like, oh, it's kind of cute, it's non-linear, and you go, but this implies that you told everyone else first. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it would be awkward, so. Anyway. Ion gave him a small nod before walking off in the direction of Liber. Or whatever we're calling it. I can sense the melancholy in the air. He is... Oh, is he? A little dejected, maybe? The retreating figure of Ion seemed to be exuding an indescribable desolation. Or at least, that's what I felt. He's sad because everyone runs away from him and makes him evil. It's so fucking adorable, guys. Oh my god. Okay, so then we go to Cheers. For everybody knows our name. If they don't scream my name when I walk in, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. So this place is Cheers, huh? The vibe is so different from Liber. Cheers! A pub and general store in one, owned by Leanne, whatever. They have long operating hours and business is always thriving. It's a big chain that has a branch in every city. That's a restaurant and general store in one, and part of a large business with branches in many cities, unlike our place. Does that mean there's the exact same store in other cities as well? I've never gone to any of the others, but I hear there's one in each major city. Huh. Really interesting. Though we found everyone on the list, I still had Spiria's errand to run, so we came to Cheers. Okay, well, this is obviously a guy. Or a lesbian. I don't know. But someone's hitting on us. What's this I see? A girl so cute that she stole my gaze the moment she walked in? I'm assuming. Oh my god, look at you! Why are you adorable in a side? Why are the side characters adorable? And it's you, Spacey. Welcome, welcome. I'm happy you're here. He's gonna sound similar to what's Vilio, but Leanne or Lion? Lion? Leon? Leon. Like Leon, but it's Leon. It's gonna sound like Leon when we say it, but whatever. The owner of Cheers greeted us in his usual demeanor. I adore him. He's precious. Also, it's a CG of a side character. Why do we get CGs of the side characters? You know what? I'm not complaining. I'm into it. Bravo, game. It's like, did you want to see a sexy CG? You want to see a beautiful CG of Ginny? Do you want to see this hottie? Like, he's adorable. Like, what the shit? We're getting CGs of side character. Well, technically, we got a CG of Vilio, I guess. But want a drink? Or some food? I get it. You want to ask me on a date? Oh, you. You shouldn't be so shy about that. The only reason we'd come is for your tab. Work it over right now. What? That's so mean. You got my hopes up. As if. Doesn't he get tired of this charade? Sam was also a regular at Liber, but he often forgot his wallet and put the bill on his tab every time, which meant that we had come to collect it occasionally. He runs this bar, but he... Collecting my debt's just an excuse. Your real goal is to ask me out, right? Here you go. This is your invoice. It comes to a total of 8,900 R, whatever R is. Rao. Currency used in Eshalito. 1 apple is about 100 Rao. Our date. Please pay your tab. Yes, ma'am. He is precious. But it's funny because he does look totally almost different, like vastly different in the CG than he does here. I think it's the hair. There's something totally different, like about like the face is similar, but there is like a different vibe. You're like, it's a different. It's like he seems slightly different. You're a tough nut to crack as always, but then again, I like that part of you. Leon spouted words of honey that didn't stick at all, but at least he paid in full at the same time. Leon, or whatever, Leon, the owner of the mysterious pub Cheers, which can be found in every city, has a flippant attitude and often jokingly flirts with our heroine. Despite this, he's quite skillful at managing every branch of his pub, and our heroine respects him for that. But yet he comes to our pub. I mean, yes, you can't. If you worked at a bar, you would go somewhere else to drink. You know what I mean? But okay, we've received your money. Please visit our tavern again. What? You're gonna leave already? That's way too cold. Yeah, our business here is done. By the way, I've been curious for a while, but is that guy over there a friend of yours? He looks like he's having the time of his life. Hey, what's that you're eating? Huh, sure. Bert? Tape of sweet ice. I didn't know this was a thing. How do you use this tool? Actually, what can you even do with it? Light a fire? Ah, I see. You can't use magic, so you rely on stuff like this instead. I like the fact that he is actually an idiot. Because he comes from like a small town or whatever, but it's like, he's basically the himbo, and they literally made him 100% like, what is this? It's a dingle hopper. It's for brushing your hair, Ariel. Jesus. Like, oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Like, he doesn't know what a fork is. Maybe he knows what a fork is, but I'm just saying, like, so funny. Hey, what's this? Like an eager chihuahua, but also stupid. Adorable. Elio had slipped away unnoticed at some point and was now going around the pub. Everything he saw caught his interest, and he was practically interrogating everyone he saw. Sorry, give me a moment. I'll call him over here. Come on, Vilio, heel, over here. He's a dog. It's totally fine. It's his first time in the big city, huh? He's a customer who's staying at Lieber today. He seems to hail from a very remote place. Faye, right? Yeah, apparently. What's this? Talking about me? Ah, you're back. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Leon, and I hear you're also a Fae beast. Yep, I'm Vilio, and I'm a dragon. Ah, so you're a dragon. Hold up, what? A dragon? You mean like a dragon? Oh, about that. Well, he's at the peak of his youth and all, so saying he's a dragon is, you know. Oh, I see. That's what's going on. I see. So you're a dragon. Wow, I'm impressed. That's so cool. Love how the fact that he's like, I'm a dragon, and they're like, and fucking Rainey's like, yeah, I'm gonna call bullshit on that. And now Leanne's like, oh yeah, Leanne, oh yeah, nice, good boy, dragon. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my god, that's so funny actually. Because then later it's like, oh my god, you really are a dragon. He's like, I fucking told you, and you're like, yeah, we just thought you were pulling our leg. What the fuck? Right, and you're also, ignore that. Oh, is Leon a fucking fae? He's hiding it. Oh, okay. We know what's happening here. Because, like, he picked out that Vilio was a dragon, like a fae, right? And then what we read earlier in the last part was like, oh, don't point out, like, he goes to Rady, so why aren't you in human form? He's like, I can't turn into human form, and it's rude. You can't just ask people if they're fae. Vilio, Jesus, you know. Well, we're done now, so let's get going. Yeah, you're right. Okay, come again. If you ever come across any trouble, feel free to come to my pub and ask for help at any time. With Leon's merry voice behind us, we left Cheers. I mean, I understand they can't have tons of love interest and everything, and it's mainly the circus, but you know, hey, they gave us some eye candy in the side characters. Ginia is still a crime, but, you know, not being able to date him. But, like, I get Leon not being able to date him and stuff, but, you know. So I get it, like, oh no, but I like the eye candy as side characters too. I like that, but Ginny is like a main part of this fucking story. That took longer than expected. Everyone, after I say anything and I go on any kind of a tangent, that took longer than expected. It should not. You should expect long rants by now. Come on, guys. Well, how many detours Vilio made as he went around? I'm not surprised at all. You two would answer every question I asked, so I couldn't help myself. It was so fun. It's the first time I've ever had a good look around the place, but this city's great. Right. There really are some things you'll never know until you see them with your own eyes. I'm glad I had the chance to see everything. Thanks, you two. My pleasure. Aw, ruffle his big dumb head. When we returned to Lieber, we found all the other members waiting there, sitting around a table with Spiria's cooking. Oh, do we get a CG? Oh my god, we do. Well, first... Oh my god, I can see Ginny's blouse. Huh. Honey. Honey with meat. Yeah, trust me. Try a little first. Oh, love it. The meat's so tender. I can eat this. Well, for a commoner establishment, this isn't half bad. You know, if only I had wine, it'd be perfect. Hey, Sephora, how about you try some too? Oh my god, he's so beautiful in this. Stop it. If I want to eat something, I'll help myself. Don't disrupt my pacing. It's definitely tastier if you eat it while it's hot, though. Come on, Ion, don't just stand there. Join us and dig in. I will, after everyone is present. Aw, and then we see us in the back. Aw, I like it. It's so cute. Now that they're all together, looking at the whole team, I have to say, what the hell kind of freak show is this? You're a very flamboyant bunch. That's the way I like my men, a little flamboyant. Huh. You guys don't seem like you got anything in common. Why are you all together? I haven't told you yet, have I? We're a performance group assembled for the sake of the prince, and we answer directly to the king. Our name is Circus. I think how they named it Circus. It is a circus. They're like, we're gonna call the dog Dog. So dumb. Love it. A performance group? Assembled for the sake of the prince. Circus? Brady and I stared at each other, bewildered. Then, perhaps noticing our presence, the people at the table joined the conversation. What a lame entrance for the person who called us here. A snail would have been more punctual than you. Welcome back, Vilio. I step ahead and started on the food first. Vilio, and take a seat in one of the empty chairs. I'll do just that. Phew, I'm starving. We watched as Vilio joined the group, then Rady and I shared a long sigh. I don't know what's going on, but I'm spent. Rady, get some rest. I'll go help Spiria. In any case, they were our customers. I need to show them Lieber's brand of hospitality and keep them satisfied. I got a brand of hospitality to keep them satisfied for all of our hot boyfriends. Look, I'm just saying, so far, I'm not opposed to any of them. Zephora, Pashalia, Ion, and Ginia are my favorites. Vilio's adorable. I don't dislike him. He's not normally my type, but he is pretty to look at. And, you know, sometimes the himbos are fun. You know, like, good little himbo, Mapat. I like the himbo characters. I'm not into the, like, oh my god, I love you. But it's like, you're adorable, pat you on your dumb. You know what I mean? Like, and we haven't seen Rady as a person yet. We've only seen him as a chinchilla dog. Fox thing. Whatever the fuck he is. You know? And after a while, with stomachs full from Spiria's signature cooking, they began a discussion over after-dinner tea. I mean, I've seen him on, like, the card and the game case, but... And now that we've settled down, shall we do our last briefing before tomorrow? There's something happening tomorrow. And there'll be a public show in the plaza. Yeah, that. We're gonna set up a huge tent, so you'll find us right away if you go. And what are you going to do? Something awesome, cool, and heart-racing. That doesn't answer anything. Actually, I haven't heard so much as a rumor about any event in the plaza. Right. If you guys are free tomorrow, come and see us. Huh. Well, I have work, so... Lieber's fine. Go take a look, you two. Yeah, I heard it from Speria. Let's go during our break or something. If you two say so. We're always trying to avoid leaving. And she's like, no, please go, sweetie, get a life. I'll come watch you guys tomorrow, then. Yahoo! I'll be waiting for you. Alright, guys, let's liven things up as much as we can tomorrow. Indeed. Let's do what we can. Oh yeah, let's put in some effort and make it nice and elegant. Feel there's a really big gap between Vilio's level of motivation and everyone else's. Are they really going to be fine? No. After that, they talked animatedly about their plans for tomorrow. Eventually, Ginia returned home to rest. But the liveliness carried on for quite a while until the others retired to their rooms. It's weird because it's not even like we're performing circus. We perform specifically for the prince. But we've never heard of them before and we live in the capital city. It just seems, you know what I mean? Like, did they just get put together yesterday? The next day, they left their rooms early in the morning to prepare for their performance. Then, in the afternoon, Rady and I... Look at the cute little circus tent. I love it. Huh. Where did this tent come from? This wasn't here yesterday, was it? Honestly, it doesn't look big enough to fit people inside, but... I mean, like a ton of people, you know. Well, I second that. That definitely wasn't. We headed to the plaza at the time they told us to and found a towering tent. The area in front of the tent was jam-packed with curious onlookers. I mean, a tent just popped up overnight. Wouldn't you be curious? Well, if such a flashy tent appears out of nowhere, people are bound to check it out. Yeah, I was worried whether they'd get any customers without advertising, but I guess I was just being a worrywart. Maybe not. Listen. Oh? Hey, what's with that fishy tent? Dunno, but apparently a bunch of people in showy clothes went in earlier. I'll go take a peek inside. Hey, you don't know what's in there. It might be dangerous. It's a very nice tent. Why would you be like... Everyone's only looking at it from far away. They're not going in at all. Entering the tent in this atmosphere required some courage on my part. The show must have started by now, right? Should we go in to take a look? Well, we already promised we'd go. We approached the tent as inconspicuously as possible, inching around, hiding in the bushes, rolling through the grass. Then, lifting the curtain at the entrance, we sneakily slid inside. No, you gotta, walk right up and go in so other people see you and follow. Come on, Curl, you're not helping your friends. They're not really our friends, they're random strangers, but still. Whoa! Then, what we saw... The interior was just as extravagant as the exterior, and at the center of the brightly lit stage stood a being with a majestic aura. Now we're gonna feel like assholes for being like, yo, okay, you're a dragon. Here he is. It's not really a CG, it's just a little thing, but... It had a towering crimson body, dignified horns, powerful wings, and large claws, and it came from our little himbo boy. I thought they only existed in fairy tales and picture books, but my eyes now told me otherwise. It was... a dragon. Really telling the truth. We could only stand there, mouths agape. Then the red dragon noticed us. I love the fact that now you see this scary, intimidating dragon. He's gonna be like, oh my god, hey guys! And it's like a fucking, labradoodle in there. Our gazes collided into each other. The dragon thrust his head toward us before opening his mouth wide and... Roar! I feel like I'd be more like, yay! I don't know. Ah! Oh, he was trying to be like, hey guys, you came! And then I accidentally tried to kill us. Because he's an idiot. Then, that evening... Oh, look how sad they all look! Okay, well, to be fair, Zephora looks exactly the same, but everybody else looks sad. The picture of gloom. Look at, I love the fact that on the top you just see the lines up there, see gloomy. It's so perfect. A feast for both the eyes and the stomach was spread on the table, courtesy of Spiria, who put in all her skill. In contrast, a pizza. Circus members that sat on the chairs each had dark, overcast faces. Can't blame them. It was quite a stir and turned into such a mess. In the end, even the public security forces had to be deployed. Did you plan on burning down the tent and the plaza along with it? I know I'm the one at fault here. Someone finally came to watch and I was so happy that I was careless. Really dying from carelessness. Sure sounds hilarious. Perhaps it was a silver lining that the audience seats were practically empty. The fact that nearly nobody came to watch is still a little thing. Really should have advertised our show properly beforehand. You thinking in the first place when you decided we didn't need promotion? Hey, we're a royal and respectable group that answers directly to the king. I figured even if I didn't do any ads, as long as we had the tent set up, people would swarm like bees to honey. Wow, Ginia, you're beautiful, but you're kind of stupid too. Why are they all idiots? I love this, actually. They're all a little dumb. Indeed, there was a crowd. However, pointless if they didn't come in right. Today was just a rehearsal in the end, okay? It's fine if we messed up. There's always next time and all. Then we'll have to inform people first next time. How are we going to do that? Oh, people will just show up. Just say you haven't put any thought into it. Sorry for interrupting your meal. Here's dessert. Please eat some sweets. Hopefully they'll lift your spirits a little. Really a sad little face. They're so cute. I love this. PC. He looks wonderful. I suppose I'll have some. Although the results didn't turn out to be, well, ideal, what kind of performance was it supposed to be if everything went right? Oh, curious, are we? Fine then. Your wonderful Ginia will make a special exception and answer you this time. First, we would appear with gorgeous clothes, ones that would rival the tent and steal everyone's attention. I do like your gorgeous outfits. Naturally, all our garments are custom-made. And then, cutting-edge mystic tools and lights of every color in the spectrum will make me... Look, I love how his cheeks are blushing right now. He's getting totally into himself. Mystic tools. Made and powered by mystic stones, these devices can artificially recreate spirits' magic. Even humans without mana can use these tools to cast spells. They are widely used among the common people and have become essential items in everyday life. I mean, make us shine on the stage. And of course, the star of our show this time is Vilio in his dragon form. Titled, Your Friendly Neighborhood Dragon. Your friendly neighborhood dragon? That gets my blood pumping! Right. And then we have a fantastical water magic show, a clown comedy routine. I love the fact that Zephora is the clown and he does comedy. But he's such a grouchy little bitch. It's great. I love it. And a martial arts demonstration that'll blow you away. Clown, a performer that entertains by wearing a flashy costume and acting in a comical manner. Zephora. Just want to point that out. It's funny as shit. Martial arts demo. One of two things. Practicing martial arts or performing in front of others using martial arts techniques. They all sound exciting. With all that space you have in the tent, you could probably, guess, ride on the dragon's head and fly around. Oh, and if you allow people to ride on the dragon's back as part of the show, the kids would love it. On my back? That's a great idea. Seeing magic and martial arts up close is also a rare opportunity. I think plenty of people would be intrigued. Plus, girls tend to love romantic settings, so if you set up special seats for couples, for example, I think you'd attract many people. Oh my god, this is how we get the job. I see. So we could arrange different types of seats depending on our main attraction. That might make it less daunting for people. Then if you have mystic tools that can amplify your voice, all the spectators can hear your voices from the stage, too. So you can even perform a story. You can act out a picture book or tale that everyone knows about. A lot of people would enjoy that. Sounds wonderful. Oh, oops. It sounded so fun that I just kept rambling. Been a while since I last heard one of your machine gun idea barrages. Idea barrage. One of our heroine's habits in which she just keeps coming up with new ideas. She acquired this habit when trying to come up with a way to make Lieber's customers happy. Those who don't know this side of her are usually surprised the first time. She's just enthusiastic and talks a lot. Hi, I get that, because that's me. Sorry, I'm an outsider, but I ended up running my mouth. Oh, I do. I put it in so much they might have been annoyed. I'm really so... Ew! I joined circus. Huh? That's brilliant! Join us! I suppose it's better than leaving it all in Ginnia's hands, at least. Yeah, I agree. If you're with us, I think we can put on an exceptional show. Ion's absolutely wholeheartedly agree. Okay, now that we've all agreed, let's sign a contract immediately. First, yada yada regarding the contractee promises that during this journey and so on... What? Me? Joining this group? And did he just say journey? Well, wait, hold up. What do you mean by join, and what's this about a journey? I know we're over time, but the scene's not done yet, so... I imagine the circus was banded together for the prince, right? Our goal is to actually make a flower called Flora bloom for the prince. Flora? I've never heard of that one before. What we call Flora is a mystic flower made from altering and refining chloris. Flora, a new type of mystic flower developed after researchers proved chloris nectar effective in curing the prince. This flower seed is crystallized from chloris nectar and can only bloom once it has absorbed enough human happiness. That makes sense. I like what they did here. Okay, I was like, well, how is this helping the right, okay. Okay. Alright, I see what you did, and I approve. Anyway. Filled with enormous amounts of mana, a bloomed flora has much more potent effect than a chloris. However, getting a flora to blossom takes a huge quantity of emotions. Circus's mission is to make them bloom. Cute. It's a special item that'll likely be more effective as a cure for the prince. It's only normal that the general public is unaware. It works in the same way as the chloris. It blooms due to happiness. That's why we need to put on performances and bring joy to many, many people. And it has to be done at each of the 5 major cities. The major 5. The umbrella term for the main 5 cities in Eshelita. The capital are Thyr, Haldia, the scholar city, Kultura, the labyrinth city, Oriens, the city on water, and Theris, the dual city. But as you know very well, our show in the capital unfortunately didn't work out. And the reason for that is, frankly, because we're all just too royal and special. In other words, what our elegant group currently lacks is a commoner like you. Huh? Thus, I shall appoint you as the public relations manager and producer of Circus. Wait, stop right there. That's impossible. I can't. I'm just an average run-of-the-mill waitress. I can never accept such a special job. Brady, Spiria, help me. I looked toward them with pleading eyes, and Spiria spoke up for me while looking exasperated. I'm very honored you have such faith in her and all. But do you really think you can get away with snatching our poster girl that easily? But I'm not coming empty-handed, of course. When we talked yesterday about this tavern, you mentioned that you want to renovate the kitchen since it's getting old, right? You also said that if you had the funds, you'd like to go traveling. To add to that, when you were looking at the tourist guidebook earlier, muttered, would be nice if we got on there too. And? What about it? The agreement is that if Circus fulfills our duty, the king will personally grant each of us one request. Renovation, traveling, publicity, and so on. The world would be your oyster. Well, I do think it's like a dream come true, but that doesn't mean I can allow her to be taken advantage of. Oh, but we aren't asking her to work for the rest of her life. 5 successful shows, 5 blooming flowers, and then the journey ends. Let me put it this way. That's all it takes to grant any desire you have. They're both like, whoa. You're want to sell me off to the circus freight? You know what? I'm into it. They're hot, so okay. Well, when he puts it like that, it does sound like a great deal. Looks like I've got a yes here. In that case, let's not waste time. Sign right here, would you? Well, wait, please wait. I still need to think about it. And then here we go. This is the scene we started on. But I am going to stop here. It's not quite a transition, but we're like 5 minutes over, so I'm going to stop while we have a slight transition. And we get to stare at Ginny's beautiful goddamn fucking face while we end this part. So anyway, I will see. I'm having a great time. Are you having a great time? I know it's only the second part, but I'm having a blast. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.